Now Bell, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield. And
they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also,
and he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Ryan Shazier in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Wentz to throw on second down. Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They do go for it. It's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell on his his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunate. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
To throw, it's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Foles Eagles going up against Roethlisberger Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave. Able to collapse the pocket and drop it for a loss of a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, if you're not rooting for the defensive team, that was a fun play to watch. 4th down, all the throwing lanes are covered, and this guy says, let me do it myself, and shows off scrambling ability that you just can't teach.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
And this is something that you know that they're emphasizing, you know they're working on. But you're always at risk of that ball being jostled out.
And if memory serves, those 14 fumbles tied with Carson Palmer for most in the NFL. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 70 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he puts it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Broken tackle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Smith catches left side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves.
Torrey Smith, watch and go. The 40, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, 95 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Ooh, the juke. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. In motion left here, Antonio Brown. Again, it's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Antonio Brown in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. McDonald, the man in motion. 3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Wentz now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Wentz will try again on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off, it's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On play action, it's Wentz. He gets away from one. Flush to his right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They set up the screen to Ajayi. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, Wentz forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, that pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Give him 30 yards there. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 32-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Again, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Into the red zone. Wentz dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Escaping, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. On second down, Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. A nice little, now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's got a man complete. The 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Gets past one man.
To start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a play fake. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on first is Wentz. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 98 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the
pressure comes and the Steelers take him down?
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now it's Ajayi. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
And a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle. And they pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
McDonald, the man in motion. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. This is Ajayi. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
First and goal from the 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wentz going to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Ajayi. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. On third down, Roethlisberger. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know what to call it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. On second down, here's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniel McCullers busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. A give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Here's Downs to throw. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Gets around him, and now running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Under pressure, they got him again. Bud Dupree coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And out now come the Eagles. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Flush to his right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
To throw is Wentz. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And that's caught by Smith. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?